The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, report.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here now, 3rd and a yard. In motion right, here comes Johnson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Johnson on the return. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
No, we change it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Let's go.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll look to throw here. Going up top. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 35 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Report!
On second down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 13.
13.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're touchdown Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. Down the right sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's Mitchell. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Back to throw again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Let's go now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Touchdown, Giants! Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run with Mitchell.
Pushing through the contact. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 29 yards, and the Ravens are back within a score.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
It's complete, and he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll go to Barkley again, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
180. Ready, shot. 180. Hey. Go. Sit up.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And making the play defensively there, Brandon Eccles.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11.
In motion, Slayton.
Go.
2nd and 6. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Giants 42, Ravens 23.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready, shot.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yo.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
180.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready, shot.
Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Play action. It's Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Tucker with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That one finds Hyatt.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's go.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards.
And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
DC, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get up! Ready! Finish it up! You change it. Go right here.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
13. Sit up! Hey, report!
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
That makes the score Giants 49, Ravens 38. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll run again.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights